Welcome back. The number to call for any question is 0808 054 2233. That's 0808 054 2233. And you can tweet at CTV_Mary A. We were talking about contributing to society.
Yes.
With CP.
Yeah.
Well, you've already helped me. You said the brain works fine. So go on from there.
So now the thing is, like I told you, those who have most of the CP in the lower part of the body actually have no problem with speech.
Okay.
A few of them have slight defects with speech, but with practice they can speak. And most of those you saw yesterday are graduates. Some of them have master's degrees.
Master's degrees.
In different things. Some of them, you don't see the CP until they move, because they have poor gait control. Okay. You know, knees have been stiff at some time. Some of those who are walking have actually had multiple surgeries. Some of them did not walk until maybe they were like 12 years old. So after multiple surgery. There's something about being exposed to education. As you get educated and as you see positives, you also become positive. So if we keep that child stuck in the home, the child believes, I'm not supposed to walk. In fact, I spoke to one young man yesterday. He blew my mind. He said, as a young child, he always noticed that whenever mommy came home, he ran with the other kids, but he was always last. Okay. To get to mommy.
But and he got there.
He got there. And it was, when he got older, he realized that there was something wrong with his legs. And that's it. You know, in a home where there's love, where people treat you fine, you don't even realize you have a disability. Okay, let's take a call. Hello, Christopher? Are you there, Christopher? We can't hear Christopher.
Hello.
Oh, hello. What's your question?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's your question?
Yeah. I want to see the doctor.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have a son. It's about 7 years now. Hello?
Yes, go on. Go on, we can hear you. He's about
Hello, 7. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The boy is about 7 years now. And when he was about 3 plus, I started noticing something. So, but what I know, I observe now is that he can hardly identify things properly, but he can speak to an extent. He can talk to an extent, but his younger brother is learning faster than him, understand things faster than him. So I try to take him to medical. My doctor, they are not giving me the new directive or information about his health. I don't know what could that be.
Okay, thank you very much, Christopher. That sounds very much like a learning disability. Yes, what I would say is that you take the child to general hospital or preferably the teaching hospital and have them do a proper assessment and give you, your usual neighborhood doctor will not be able to give you an answer. Okay, so that's it, Christopher. Another opinion from a tertiary hospital. So if we could get some of the pictures of the people living positively with CP, that would be appreciated. So you said some of them go on to have masters. Now, the question I want to ask you is, why are we not seeing more of these people in Nigeria? Are some of these people potential, maybe professors, potential teachers and everything, still stuck in their houses? Absolutely. You see, there's a major flaw that we need to identify. Oh, just a minute. I love this. You need to look at the screen. Let's see those CP people again, please. Okay, there's a call coming in. There they are. Hello? Hello? We don't have that person anymore. Hello? Are you there?
Hello.
Hello. What's your question? We can hear you. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
We can hear you. Go on. Go on.
Afternoon.
I guess she can't hear us. Please let her try
again. Well done, sir.
Aha. Thank you, ma'am. She knows you.
Well done, Badebo.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you have a question?
It's your sister from Ilori, Alaja Bola.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you very much. I think she's just calling to say hi. Okay, so let's talk about that picture that we just saw. Everybody there looks perfectly normal. Are there some CP
Well, the
people
lady
there?
in the middle is actually representing Her Excellency, the wife of the governor of Kogi State.
Okay.
So it's the 4 people beside her. Now, here are all 4 of them have CP. The young man in the wheelchair actually celebrated his 11th birthday. The young man on the right, his name is Dada Afolabi. He actually got married on the 26th
He got married.
August.
Somebody
Yes,
married
got
him.
married.
Isn't that wonderful?
Lovely young lady married him. And
I spoke with the one in the green shirt. The one that is
that's Tobiloba Ajayi. She's a lawyer. She's an architect.
So
on auto.
Okay, there's
And
Afolabi's wife.
Yes, that's Afolabi's wife.
Can they go on to have normal children?
Oh, yes. I mean, I discovered, what I can say is this 5 years has been a journey of discovery for me, because when we started Benola, we actually didn't know much about cerebral palsy. You see, when you have a child with a disability, you go to the hospital, the doctor tells you something. If you want to Google, you Google that question, and that's all. So your life revolves around the child, and you think you are alone, you are the only one with this problem. But once we started, our eyes just opened, because our son cannot go to school. He's fully dependent, nonverbal. And then we started to see people who are going to school. We started to see all kinds of things. And now you find people calling us, people sending us videos and pictures of their children or their siblings or their sisters. And some of those who are independently verbal are even contacting us themselves.
But what schools do they go to? Regular schools?
You see, I'd say maybe up to 20, 25 years ago, you could take a child like that to a normal government school. And the teachers were compassionate, the premises and the toilet facilities were adequate. And then things deteriorated. And now it's extremely difficult to put a child like that in a government school. Now, the private schools are
quickly
very
take
expensive.
this call. Sorry to butt in. Hello. Hello. Olayinka, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Good afternoon.
What's your question? Good afternoon.
Yeah, I have a niece. She's of a 2-year-old baby. Just of recent, is it not yesterday? They said she can walk again, and she has been walking before. So we went to look. They said probably you should go and do brain scan to get his CP. So we are planning to do that on Monday. But she has been walking before, just 2 years old girl. She just developed a measles or something like that. And she stopped walking. I don't know if it's kind of cerebral.
Thank you, Olayinka. You did say that some of these things crop up later in life. So could it be CP?
Yeah, CP, when we talk about how, the child can have CP right from the womb due to mismanagement of a pregnancy, wrong medication, wrong social lifestyle, and even maybe some illness that's not well treated. And then when the child, during labor, if the woman goes through prolonged labor and the umbilical cord wraps around the neck of the child,
that could
or
cause
something,
CP too.
because it's actually the result of oxygen starvation to the brain.
Okay.
Now, once the child is born, up to the age of 5, because of the way the brain develops, the brain, there's a lot of things that could go wrong. Some illnesses like meningitis, yellow fever, and so on, jaundice, and so on, if they're mismanaged, could lead to this.
So in this case, could it be CP with the 3-year-old?
Well, they'll have to do.
He still has to go for evaluation.
It's obviously some damage to the brain, but what caused it?
Okay.
And it's the part of the brain that is damaged that determines whether it's CP or some other kind of difficulty.
Okay. Thank you so very much for coming on the show. We really enjoyed having you. And thank you for your calls. Let's do it again next week. Meanwhile, enjoy the rest of the day. I'm Mary Alale Yusuf.